kicked out earlier. So as I was saying, it's late. I don't know if anyone's going to come in this live. I've not put it on the community tab because I don't really feel like for my channel it makes that much of a difference. And I've been out all day, so this is why I've not done this sooner. Okay, so that's that. Cream's on. We've got quite a bit of a glow. I think I'm going to go in with this. It's not the Revolution Fix and Glow. It's basically a pore minimizer spray. Just going with that. Can you hear the rain outside? It's horrendous. Got to go out as well, which is absolutely wonderful. Right, so I'm gonna wait for that to do its thing and settle down. Since there's no one here, I hate just sitting here in silence. Right, so I'm going to go in with the Prep and Perfect Pore Smoothener Primer. Start on the nose. Put a bit on the chin. Pretty much where the pores are enlarged, but that was still wet. From the spray that I just used. And so I need this to dry. I do have a fan somewhere, I just can't remember where I put it. Maybe tap it in with a sponge with that side that's not really that dirty. That's better. Right, so I'm going under the eyes first. It really just helps out smooth the under eye area. And it's great for for when you put your concealer down there. Especially if you've got lines going on like I do. And then, like where the bigger pore area is, I tend to put a little bit more. I don't like to use it all over just purely because I like to put a bit of a glowy primer on as well. But I will put some on the forehead because I've got some whoops, that's great, isn't it? Flew out of the tube. Put a bit more here, so. Right, so that's the Pore Minimizer Primer done. That one. I recommend that one. Then the only glowy product that's in Shop My Stash, because I finished the other one up, is the Essence Glow Go. This is in Project Pan. So I use a bit of this. I took the stopper out yesterday, so it's looking a bit grim. Can you see? It's a bit all over the place. But I was barely getting any product out. So then I just rub this into the face. So when I put foundation on, you'll see a glow from, it's kind of like a glow from within. It's basically what the e.l.f. Halo Glow does, but I just feel like this product's better. And was on the market way before the e.l.f. Halo Glow was. I didn't like it. Okay, I think I want to use this one. Forgot I pulled this out for Shop My Stash and I've not used it yet. So it's the Catrice True Skin Foundation. It's a little bit dark for me, I would say. It's, what shade is it? 002 Neutral Ivory. And I'm, like every foundation that I get, so you can see it's a bit yellow tone for me, but blended in it should be okay. Every foundation that I get is porcelain. With me being a fair girl. Hi Tammy, how are you? This is quite a quiet live tonight because I've come on super late. So I've been busy. Went grocery shopping. I'm really pleased you're here though. We're getting glowy. The glow is happening. Hey girl, I am good. Currently landing a video while doing a load of laundry. I've got to catch up on your videos. I wanna, tonight when I get back from my mum's, I want to watch that one that you and Chris did. I don't even think I'm subscribed to her channel, so I'll have to subscribe. And I know you've done, I think you've done another one since that. And I was halfway watching, oh, what was I watching? I think the Twilight one. I didn't get that palette, but I wanted it when it released. I'm like, oh my gosh. But when I sat down and thought about it, it's like, you want to know by? And then I'm like, why do you want it? The packaging, the fact that it's Twilight, the fact that I love Twilight. So no, didn't get it. It's 2:52 in the afternoon here. What time is it where you are? Oh, it's late. 9:54 in the evening. I'm in the UK. I just wanted to do a live. All this makeup's going to come off when I go out. I'll just have to put my rain jacket on because it's raining. It's been a terrible day today. Where have I put my sponge? Oh, it's there. Needs to come with a bell. Right, concealer time. Where are you? Okay, so I'm just finishing this one off. It's in my Project Pan. It's Body Collection in the shade Fair. So you're about or close to 7 hours ahead of time to me. Yeah, that's right. My friend lives in Calgary. You live in Calgary, don't you? Yeah, my friend Naomi lives in Calgary. She used to have her own channel, but she doesn't really film that much anymore. Well, she hasn't filmed for a while. Hopefully one day she'll get back to it. She did these amazing hauls and shot my stash videos. That's how I came across the channel. Right, okay. I thought you lived in Calgary. It's one of the first things I noticed when I watch your videos. I'm like, oh, she lives in Calgary. It's not like you're going to live next door to my friend. I bet it's quite a bigger place, isn't it, you know? That would be like me saying, oh, I live in, like, England. I don't live in London, so I live in the northwest of England. But everyone from other countries, when I say, oh, I'm from England, they think London straight away. No. Right, do the powder. So I'm going to use this. It's the Collection Hydra Setting Powder. If I can find the brush. And I'm going to go in with this Made by Mitchell brush I've got. MF2. Just looks like that. Yeah, Calgary, Alberta. It is a pretty big place. And I don't know my way around here except the quadrant I live in. She's not actually there at the moment. She's in Las Vegas. I think she's going back soon though. What I know of Calgary and Canada is what I see. Like, my mum watches a lot of films, especially around Christmas time, and there's always so much snow and she loves it. And I'm like, Mum, I wouldn't survive there. Oh, I forgot to put some on my forehead. I don't tend to put powder here because I like the glow too much. I don't like the cold, so I definitely wouldn't survive the snowy weather. But then I don't really survive the rain that I've got now. Okay. I normally do brows next. I'm actually going to go in with some lip oil. Just this Technique plumping lip oil. It's not plumping. I despise the winters here. Canada in general. Oh. Yeah, I can imagine. It gets very cold there, doesn't it? I mean, it's cold here, but I know it's far worse in Canada. So we're pretty lucky. But I mean, in the UK, we can't handle weather like the rain. The drivers are always driving really, really slow. And especially when it goes, we do get the odd bit of snow, but then it turns to slush and then turns to ice. And then the cars are going even slower. You know, there's so many accidents. It's ridiculous. brows. A very simple brow routine for me. If I can find the stuff. Okay. I'm just using this Smashbox eyeshadow. I want to try, what's it called? It's by NYX. Ugh, I can't even remember what it's called. My friend uses it and she said it's quite good. It's like, oh, NYX Stick It or something like that. I'd like to try that. I don't know if I'm going to try it next. I stay indoors, don't really blame you. It would be alright if I could drive. I have to go to my mum's every night, which she doesn't live far. She lives like 10 minutes, if that. Well, it's 10 minutes at the moment because I've hurt my leg. But when my leg's not hurt, it's 6 minutes. So you're very simple. And then I brush them up. Sisters, not twins. Certainly not when it comes to my eyebrows. And then I'll go in with the Juvia's Place Eye Sculpt Eye Shade Brow Gel. It's just clear. I don't even know what palette I'm using, Tammy. Such a hard life. My whole family is too far away for me to see. Haven't seen them in 15 years. Yeah, due to the cost of living and airfare for a family of 4 to travel. Yeah, I mean, that must be just so hard. I moved back from Manchester to be close to my mum because she got really ill. And when I say really ill, she was in hospital for 6 months and it was touch and go. So, luckily it was perfect timing and I moved back to the UK and I had to look after, well, I didn't have to, I cared for her for years, and it's only now really she's got independent and I can look for work, but finding a job it's not going as well as I thought, so hopefully I'll find something soon. But yes, it can be very tricky. Do you get to speak to your family quite often though, through FaceTime and things like that? I think I want to use the e.l.f. Putty Bronzer as well. So just that. And I've hit pan on that. Not used it for a while. I brought it out and shot my stash, but prior to that I hadn't used it for a while. Oh, thank you. The job market is a hard time right now. Yeah, especially in the UK. They're giving the people the jobs that haven't had as much time off, which I completely get. I get that, but I've got quite, like, I'm looking for a job in customer service or admin, and that's where my experience lies. So you would think they would give it to someone with the experience over someone that doesn't have the experience, but oh no. I'm going on a rant now. Hopefully something will come up soon though. Note to self, don't do a live this late again. Or if I do, put it on the community tab. I speak to my younger sister daily and she tells the folks what we talk about. we don't like talking on the phone. It's always just us crying about being too far apart and missing each other. Oh gosh, that must be awful. It's hard though, isn't it? You know, like you said, the cost of living, having a family, and it's just expensive. Whoops. I do think it's a great idea though, what you did, starting this channel that you've got, for them to watch it originally. Oh, do you know what you said in one of your videos about people contacting you about SEO? I've been having that for months now, but there's this one woman who has contacted me on 2 of my videos, and she's been quite rude actually. She's been saying, why are you not, what did she say? Something like, why are you not making your video SEO? Or something like that, so millions of people can watch it. Well, to be honest, I mean, a lot of people will go to the bigger content creators. I don't. I prefer smaller content creators. I like to show my support there more. The only bigger content creators I watch are Sarah Rose, and I watch Andrea Mattiliano from time to time. Right, let me get my other bronzer for this. I've created this palette, and I want to use this bronzer here, so that's what I'm going to do. I'm a very emotional person, and getting older is making me wish I was a kid again sometimes. I think only my youngest sister and mum and nan watch my videos. I don't think my other 4 sisters watch, or don't they? So you come from a big family then? Yeah, you keep getting those 2 and they're annoying. I know. I mean, to a point, it more like when my SEO score says my channel is done well, I need to look into, I mean, I know how to do SEO to a point, and obviously you've got to put your tags in your videos. Like YouTube says tags aren't important in this day and age, but I still do put tags in, and then the SEO goes on the description, on what you're putting in the description, whether you kind of, so say I say this is a shop my stash, get ready with me, whether you're actually putting that more than a few times, and then the algorithm picks it up. So I know how to do SEO. It's just, there's so many beauty related content creators out there, isn't there? You know, I'm probably getting lost. It's fine. Big close family, parents still together, just we all grew up. I moved the farthest away. Work is what has us living so far away. Yeah, I get that. You know, you can't always stay close to your family. Like I was living in Manchester, which is about 35-40 miles from my mum, which isn't, you know, it's not like that far really. I could get on the train and come and stay with her like every other weekend, which I did. I think it was every 2 to 3 weeks I would come and stay with her and then go back to Manchester, but it drained the hell out of me. Right, I need that powder again. So I'm glad I'm in Preston now. That's kind of where I live, in Lancashire. It's in the middle of nowhere. I don't like to look too bronzed, you know, because of my hair colour. I don't want to look like... I can have a habit of going like too orange, or the bronzer can look too muddy. So I kind of just chisel out this bit here. Okay, what am I doing for blush? I don't know whether to do one of these or a single. The point is, I don't know what eyeshadow palette I'm going to wear. I think I'm just going to wear this one again. Isn't she cute? Let's see what I've not used. I used this the other day. It's just gorgeous. We'll try my prints on the lid. I don't want to do that yet. I always do eyeshadow last. So then, keep blushing neutral. Hi Louise. Thank you for coming in. Such a quiet night tonight. I mean, I talk like I've got basically hundreds of people coming into my lives. That's not the case. Most people watch it after. Right, what I'm going to do is go in with this one here and then this one here. So keeping it fairly neutral. I'm sure that's Rocker Chair and that one's Gold Rush. And I really don't like the way Benefit blushes smell. Like, in my opinion, they stink. They don't actually smell too bad. But the new ones I've got to do. Thank you. Thanks for the compliment. I appreciate it. Diapal. Sorry, I can't pronounce your name. If I'm getting that wrong, I'm sorry. Oh, I don't want to use that highlighter. I want to use a different one. You don't look a day over 20. Try double that. Right, I'm going to go on with the Rare Beauty. No, that's Happy. Obviously, I'm not going to go on that. You got my name right. Oh, okay. Just not good with pronunciations. Right, so I'm going in with this highlighter now. It's very pretty. Just trying to find the highlighter brush. It was a gift. I'm not the rich lady. My friend bought it for me. We're getting all bougie, I agree. But my highlighter brush isn't there, so I'm Could be here all night at this rate. Right, I'm just going to use this brush, make sure there's no highlighter on it. Okay. She did want to get me the lighter shade, whatever shade that was. I can't, is it Enlighten? You'll know, Tammy. Oh, look at that though. Bling bling. And yes, I do put a lot of highlighter on. Right, needs blending out though, I know that. I need that. Oh, have you got it, Tammy? I'm sure it's Enlighten. I'm just blending this out so I don't look like I'm in space. Yeah, I thought so. She got it from Sephora UK and they didn't have it. She got me, I'll show you what else she got me as well. And I'll show you something else and you can just see how similar they are. I didn't think they were that similar, but I pulled this out from my Shop My Stash. Because it was a gift and obviously I want to use it. But she got me this Dior Rosy Glow in the shade 001 Pink. We all know what it looks like. It looks like that. Oh, I'll keep that out a second. Where is it? Oh, here. Just watch this. So I got this from Portugal years ago. This is how they used to come, them blushes, years back. So it says Rosy Glow in 001 Petal. Can you see it? I know the light's reflecting. And just watch it. Let me show you how similar they are. So, I'm doing a project called That's Expensive Project Pan with the fantastic ladies over on Facebook. So I put that in for the next 6 months till the end of the year. And obviously I want to use this in Shop My Stash this month. Because I do them monthly rather than weekly now. Yes, I have that one and also Exhilarate. The newer one looks a tad more purple. Well, the plan is to hit pan on this one. Right, I'm going to go in now with the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Edit Universe. I can show you now how well I've done with it. So again, this is a Project Pan item. And when I brought it out, because I've got a new Hourglass palette, I got the Jellyfish one that came out at Christmas, the lightest version of it. I wanted to basically pan the powder that's in this palette by Christmas. And just watch. All that's gone. So what I want to do now is just completely, you know, use it up by Christmas. Do you think I'll be able to do it? 6 months, isn't it? Could be the lighting. Yeah, maybe. Turn the lighting down a little bit. It's late, so I can't turn it down too much. I think 6 months you can do some serious panning on the hourglass. I think that. It's not going anywhere until I've used that powder up. I was saying in a video yesterday in a Project Pan one, a Project Pan update, I wouldn't mind using this, but isn't that such a beautiful colour? Ooh. What shade is it? Luminous Rose. Gosh, I love Hourglass so much. I just wish they weren't as expensive as they were, as they are. Now that is a bougie product, and that is something that I've bought. Cost me an arm and a leg. That's a me blush. Me too. Can you believe this time last year I was all about peach and I was all about orange, and now I just couldn't care less about them. I don't even know if they're going to survive my declutter. I think 1 or 2 will. And I've got the Too Faced Papu. Is it Papu? The peach one anyway. Can't remember the exact name of it. I don't think that'll be going anywhere because I love it. Oh, you're going to bed? Good night, Louise. Thank you for coming in. I don't need highlighter. I've done that bit. Primer though. Oh, I'm just using the W7 Prime View. I'm nearly out of it. Oops. Too much has come out. I hope the rain stopped by the time I have to go out. I mean, it's not like I'm going to melt, is it? Okay. I haven't put any setting spray on. I normally do that before primer. I'll have to make sure I do it before mascara. Otherwise I'll have panda eyes. Then I'm going to go in with this Revolution palette, just this shade here, just to set the base. It's a short live today. That just goes to show when you talk a lot, it prolongs the video. So this is what she looks like. Do you have this one, Tammy, or not? I know you like your Colourpop. Gosh, she's stunning. Right. The other day, I went in with this shade first. Barely shows up on my skin. That one's called With a Smile, sorry. Then I went in with that one, Such Grace. What I will say is I don't feel like you need that plus that. They could have put an even darker shade in. I'm going to go in with this one first this time. And then Such Grace, sorry. And then maybe Someday, that one down there. And just, oh gosh, I'm so clumsy. Don't know what's wrong with me tonight. Right, I'm just making sure there's no colour on this BK Beauty brush I've got. It's a 212. And then we're going to go in. So you can't see it. Let me turn the light down a bit more. Again, it's not the perfect time to do a live. Do you think you'll ever do one, Tammy? I just keep adding and adding until I'm happy. And we're going to put more of a deeper shade on anyway. Now, this is a deeper shade than the previous shade I talked about, which was called With a Smile. So it shows up a lot more. No, you didn't pick that one up. A lot of people kind of was saying, oh, it's not for deeper skin tones, it's not this, it's not that. And I didn't pick it up. Basically, I did a friend swap with someone in the US. And I did really want it. I wanted that one and the Alice in Wonderland one. And she sent me those palettes and a few others. So basically, I sent her stuff from the UK. And she sent me stuff from the US. I just think Colourpop to the UK is just so expensive. I really like Colourpop. Need to stay on this site. Don't go placing another order. That Pokemon has come out, hasn't it? I've not seen the colour story behind it though. And I was never a big fan of Pokemon. So why can't they do a Minnie Mouse one or a Mickey Mouse one or a Mickey Mouse one? I'd be in such trouble. Right, let's deepen it up a bit with Someday. That one. I think I'd like to get the larger matte palette from them and maybe the rosy looking one, Smoking Roses. Oh yeah, the only big one I've got, and I wouldn't say it's really big, but it's bigger than the normal size ones. The only big one I've got of theirs is Fade Into Hue. And I definitely need to use that more, along with all my other Colourpop palettes. So I might start doing lives with them. And that will, I'll kind of know, do I want to keep or do I want to declutter it? I talk about going live in today's video that I am waiting to load. Oh, really? What's it called? The video for today? Hi, Grace. How are you? I can't turn it down too much, but I just feel like nothing's getting seen. I've just shouted you out, Grace. But hello, Grace, again. I'm glad you're well. Yes, I've ordered the entire Pokemon collection. Supposed to be here this week. So that's another video I'll be watching then, Tammy. I understand what people mean now. You know how fair I am. And I'm struggling Like, I keep having to put this. Maybe if I would have just gone in with that shade first rather than that underneath it. But we'll build it up with some of the other darker shades. That's not really an issue. Still like it, but more for the packaging. Who else buys for packaging? I mean, in fairness, I didn't buy it. But in a sense, I did really, if you think about it, because I bought my friend things and she bought me things. It'll be called Chatty Get Ready With Me. Okay, I'll look out for that. Right, let's go in with something else. My brush. I don't know how you're coping, you know. I mean, I've got nothing but admiration for you. I mean, you're managing, like, you've got a family and you're managing to post every single day, and it's like, I have been thinking about doing lives every single day, but I've got this new channel now as well, which I want to post, I don't know, at least once a week. So it's like, oh my gosh, I just feel so tired. I'll go into this one. It's called Carried Away. It's one of those sequin ones, you know. You can see the glitter there, can't you? And I'm using my Refa 13 brush. My goodness, there's so much fallout. Can't see it, but there is. Right, that's making an impact. Am I going out? I guess, in a sense, yes. I'm going to my mum's, but it's what I do every night. I just wanted to come on, Grace, and do a video. I haven't done one since Sunday. I thought like Sunday was a million miles away. I wanted to do it like this afternoon though, but I went shopping with my mum and got sidetracked. Right, we'll plan that out now. I'll use that brush I used before. I am bad for packaging. Quickest way to get me to buy something is the packaging. I am aiming to only purchase items here on out of colours that I gravitate towards. What would you say the colours are? I know you like your neutrals, but other than that, what would you say your favourite colours are? For this time of year, I like pastels, but not when it's raining like this. Wish my fringe would not get in the way. I just want to make sure it's all blended in nice. For my Instagram close-up. Do I want to go a bit darker? I don't want to use Far Away. It looks like it's a blue. That's nice, so it's got like sequins in it again. I just don't want to use that colour. I think I'd use that colour with Just One Kiss. That blue there. Blue terrifies me. I'm going to use In the Land, this one here. Am I? Yeah. Not with that brush though. Okay, let's go in with In the Land. See if that will darken it up a bit more. Should do. That's a bit better. I don't know how much settings I'm working with my ring light. That's the issue. So I always have it on the brightest setting, and I'm always like, can I turn it down a bit more? Yeah, that's better, I think. Just blend that out as well. Need to take that colour off because I tried putting this BK Beauty brush in that shade In the Land. Neutrals, pinks, mauves, peaches. Yeah, I think peach is really, really nice for this time of year, isn't it? I've got a palette, a rosy palette by Sigma, and I really don't know if I'm even going to keep it. Everyone, like, really recommends Sigma, but I've had 2 palettes by them and I'm not much keen on either of them. Okay. Right, I'm going back in with this Revolution palette, that shade again. This one here. Just for the brow bone and to clean up. I need a mirror. I like using blue shadows as close to the lashes as possible to give a slight hint of colour. Yeah, that's a good idea. I'd probably end up poking myself in the eye if I did that. I'm not good in getting that close to the eye. That's why I don't wear liner. Some people are just really good at doing wing liner, aren't they? Got something here. Right, glitter glue. So for this, I'm going to use this W7 Sparkle Stay. For the longest time, I was calling it Sparkle Slay. So not a lot. You haven't tried Sigma. The brushes are good. The eyeshadow palettes that I've got is the one over here that I can show you. There's 2 actually. Right, so this is one of the bigger ones I've tried, and everyone calls this palette, that I've watched anyway. It's got some pretty shades in it. You know, it looks like that. This shade is a bust. No pigment comes off that. I really like this shade, Electrum. I like Cosmos, that shade there. I like Plum. But like the mattes, some of the mattes, especially some of the darker ones, are patchy. So yeah, not keen on that. That one might be getting decluttered. And then there's this one. I think if I'm going to keep anything, if I like the rosy shades from the Sigma Enchanted, then maybe I like this. I just need to use it rather than declutter it and just see how I feel, I guess. I've got loads of palettes here that I'm just like, oh, I need to do second chance Sundays on them. Aesthetic Girl, I was watching your stream the other day. Why didn't you come and say hello? We don't bite over here, I promise. We're a friendly bunch. Right, I'm going to tie line with this Ted Baker eyeliner I've got. It's just in the shade black. This never goes down well. I'm sorry, my cousins were around so I couldn't watch at 6. Oh, was that on Sunday? That's alright. And then on the lower lash line, I'm going to use the Wayne Goss Ico pencil in Precious Opal. We're really getting down to it here. There's not much left. So this is in Project Pan as well. Oh gosh, my eye. Yeah, Sunday. Okay. Thought so, because that's the last live I did. And on Sundays I do it earlier because I go to my mum's for Sunday dinner. Yes, that palette's had my eye, but I second guess it because no one talks about the Sigma palettes after they use them once or twice. There's one which is a new release. Can't remember the name of it. Well, no, it's not a new release. There's one called Ambience that Sarah Rose uses, and I love her. If you don't follow her, you should just go and watch like one or two of her videos and you might like her. I love her just because she's not like every other content creator. She gets PR, but she's only just started getting PR, and she will tell it how it is. You know, she wouldn't say, oh, it's a good product, just so that you would go out and buy it and that she would get commission off it, which I really, really like. And she basically said that, what's it called? Enchantment. The Enchantment palette is crap, you know. Well, she didn't say crap, but she said it didn't blend well, and I agree with her, it really doesn't. So I want to give it one last chance. It's an expensive palette, and I don't like throwing expensive palettes out. But it's going to go to a good home if I do. It's not like it's just going to go in the trash. Could bring in a neutral palette to use with the Rose Sigma palette. You'd probably get a lot of use out of it that way. Yeah. I want to try it by itself first though. Just by itself, just so I know. And I'll see. I got to go on my phone. If I don't answer to questions, I'm sorry. But I'm watching my TV on my phone. It's going to die. It's on free. Don't worry about it. Thank you for coming in anyway. I appreciate it. Right. Need to put some eyeshadow on the lid now. I only really watched Sarah Rose before I shot my stash videos, I'm bloody obsessed in seeing people's collections. So we said that rosy tone, didn't we? My prints. I'm making sure there's a lot on the brush. So just like that. I'm going to have to go on with a finger. And it's still raining out there. I thought there was going to be more shimmers. It looks like the satins in that palette to me, just looking at it. But there's no glitters, they're just sequin shades. I'm going to have a look at those bottom two, what look like satin shades in a minute. Because I don't much care for satins. So I might not like them. That's nice though. Let's try and put some on with a finger. So that's a shade. I wouldn't say it's the most pigmented in the world, like compared to other Colourpop palettes I've used. But it's not the worst either. Right, I think I'm going to use this white. I've not used it yet. It's called Spellbreaker. Like I used this the other day when I went in with that yellow down there. So let's see how this looks. Why do people actually watch this? Why are you watching it? If you don't like this kind of content, you can exit out. Feel free to do that. Right, so that's nice. A bit brightening going on in there. Okay, mascara. Let's go in with this 17 Another Level. I say it like I've got a choice. Don't worry, I will. I will enjoy. Thank you for giving me the view though. This is a really good mascara. And it's like £4 or something. I think I got it for £2.50 though. I'll need to get a new one soon. This is the only mascara I've got in my collection. Oh, come on, it's sticking to my hair. Right, and then I think it's just lipstick, isn't it? Which I don't really have a clue. Like, I don't think any of the shades, put this back in its packet. I don't think any of the shades for my Lip Service Project pan would go. And what's in here? Maybe this one. I want to do a colourful eye look a week. Get used out of the colourful palettes I have. Do you have many? I think I'm going to use this. It's from Ulta Beauty. My friend sent it to me. It's the Velvet Matte Lip Crayon in the shade Jungle. Just wiping that lip oil off now. You know, I've not put setting spray on. It doesn't matter. It doesn't need to stay on for long. Yeah. Oh, that's funny. That's cheered me right up. It's easy to do, isn't it? Find myself talking back to you out loud instead of typing. Well, that's easily solved. We can do a live together one day. And then you can talk to me. Anyway, this is the look. I don't actually mind it. I think it's quite nice. Oh yeah, what I wanted to see. I mean, it doesn't matter to people now. It's not like you can even get this palette anymore unless Colourpop decide to bring it back. Can you see the different textures? Like, these look different to these, and definitely that there. That looks like a Super Shock. Let me just see what these textures are. So we've got Charmed. That, to me, there is some shine there, but it looks more satin. And then we've got Just One Kiss. Yeah, they're not the same as the others. I mean, they're nice, but they're not the same. Let me show you this yellow. The yellow is chunky. They're not the same texture. How do they swatch? Get that blush off. I mean, just look at that yellow. That swatch is like a matte. That's what I mean. They're not... I don't think I'm going to enjoy these. I'm definitely going to do a live with them. And I want to try and use those in an eye look. So it will be quite colourful. They're swatching more like satins. And I really don't like satins. Not really, actually. I have zero idea, but maybe that'd be a good video for me to do. See how many colourful palettes I do have exactly. So those are the shades there. That one is definitely more pigmented than those two, just in my opinion. And they've both been swatched once as well. So thank you, Tammy. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for spending 70 minutes with me. I really do appreciate it. It was nice to finally get to talk to you. And yeah, I'll look forward to watching your videos later on. I'll be binge watching a little bit, I guess. So, I'll see you in the next one. All right, bye for now.